Hello and welcome, my kangaroo crowd surfers. How you doing today? It's Chris here, and today we've got a pretty wild ride for you guys. First of all, oh my god, look at these derpy monkeys right here. Oh man, look at them all. They're so derpy. And this guy, oh my god. He's got to be the creepiest monkey that I've ever seen in my entire life. He looks like a serial rapist or something. I don't even know, man. He's creepy. He's real freaking creepy. Anyways, the goal of today's video is to, hopefully, if possible, get this treasure chest. If at least we get to the treasure chest, I'd be happy. Alright, be two nice little tiles up in here. Oh my god, look at the ninja too. He's just like, oh god. Did you guys see that other guy down there? He's a rapist, but I'm gonna be quiet about it. It's just wild. Oh no, okay. Oh my god. Let's play a map. Let's just forget about them. Let's jump on in here. Now, in addition to today's normal random shenanigans, we're also going to talk about today's topic is going to be credit cards. Actually, credit cards can be a little bit of a weird topic because depending on how you look at it, credit cards can be either quite a good thing or quite evil. And all I really want to do is I want to try and give you guys as much information as you possibly can, and hopefully you can learn something by the time you get to the end of it. Of course, not everybody needs this information, but maybe you'll enjoy the stories along the way as well, or just learn something about me, or just have some fun watching some Bloons Monkey City action up in here, right? Isn't that the end goal, just to have some enjoyment out of life? So we're going to pop an extra dart monkey up in here. Just maybe do double dart, triple dart, I don't know. How many dart monkeys do we want to build up in here? Probably lots, man. Or maybe a boomerang next. That could be exciting. So, credit cards are a pretty weird topic, though, and I know that, you know, obviously I'm just a random YouTuber, and, like, why should you believe me about anything? And I completely understand that. In fact, I would say, don't believe me automatically. Anything that I say, you should scrutinize. You can either disagree with me in the comments below, you can yell at me in the comments below. I promise I won't delete anything that's yelling at me or getting mad at me or anything like that, but, and you should also look up the information for yourself from obviously an unbiased source, or literally directly from the credit card companies or whatnot if you want to. Or even ask people who are experienced in credit cards, whether they're your parents or your friends or whatever. There's a lot of ways to get information, not just from your random YouTuber, your random friendly YouTuber here, which is hopefully me. I think so. The first question I got for you guys, though, is, are credit cards good? All right, that's the real question I want to answer here. I was just talking about, they can be good, they can be evil. It depends on who you are and what you're doing with your credit card. I will say, for me, credit cards, 100%, are absolutely, wholeheartedly a good thing. All right? There's a lot of reasons why. I'm going to give you guys a couple main reasons. Oh, crap, lead balloons. There we go. Number one, you can literally make money from your credit card. That might be like a little bit misleading because it's not really making money. You can't like make hundreds of thousands of dollars just from nothing. But you can, maybe a better word would be you can save money by using a credit card. Like literally saving money. It's basically just like an automatic discount on everything you buy if you use it properly. And I think that's the main word here, man. If you use it properly. If you use it poorly, well, it's not going to be a good thing. Your credit card is going to be a money sink, and it's going to kind of suck to use. And I get that not everybody just has infinite money and they can't just do everything perfectly, but if you're making negative money off of your credit card, you're probably doing it wrong, or you know, life just sucks right now for you, and I'm sorry. And I'm gonna explain all this stuff in the long term here, but I'm trying to give you guys as much information as I possibly can. So, can you use credit cards to make money? Absolutely. So the way I do it is I've got a credit card that gives me 1% cash back on everything that I buy, and then it's got a rotating 5% cash back on things for every 3 months. So like, you know, for the first 3 months of the year, I'll get 5% cash back on gas and stuff. The next 3 months, I'll get cash back on restaurants, 5% cash back on restaurants. The next 3 months, I'll get 5% cash back on, I don't even remember what it is, like grocery stores and Home Depot, or like home stores and stuff like that. And then like the last 3 months, though, is probably my favorite part. It's 5% cash back on online shopping. So what I've done is I've literally never, ever, ever paid any interest to any credit card company ever. All right, my entire life. And on top of that, I've made probably several $1,000s from cash back off of the credit card things. I buy everything with credit cards, and they literally just give me money. Yes, that is possible. You can make that happen. You can literally make money from credit card companies. It is possible. You might be wondering, like, why would credit card companies even allow this to happen? Why would they want to pay you money to do this? Well, credit card companies make money in two different ways. Number one, they make money from people paying interest off of them. All right, there's probably other ways that they make their money, like sell your data and crap. But they definitely make money off of people paying interest to them, people who don't have the money for the stuff that they're buying. And then they also make money from random companies. Every time you get to the cash register at a store and you use your credit card to pay, that company has to pay the credit card company money just to allow the credit card to be swiped at their place. So, and most places, want your money, so they're like, well, we got to pay the credit card company. All right, it's not like a crazy amount of money or anything like that, but every single transaction, couple cents, couple whatever, it's going to add up in the end, right? It was rocking today, man. This is awesome. Delicious. Wonderful. Let's also go for some camo lead popping power here, just in case. I don't know if we're going to see any, but I like to be safe here, right? So you can make money off your credit card. And another thing is credit is actually kind of important. If you could never borrow money ever, it would kind of suck. Like, people want to buy houses, people want to buy cars, people want to buy if you just had to wait and save up for $20,000 to buy a car or $300,000 to buy a house or something like that, it'd be like impossible to do it, So that's why allowing banks to loan out money to people just makes sense. It's existed for thousands of years, and it makes sense for this to be allowed to happen. So for that reason also, credit cards can be a good thing. And what credit cards are going to allow you to do, though, especially if you get one sort of early on in your life, it allows you to build up your credit or get a good credit score. So your credit score is going to be a random number between 0 and 850. And by random, I don't really mean truly random. It's going to be based on, all the little algorithms and things that they put into your file to decide whether or not you're going to be a good borrower or a bad borrower. Will you pay the money back? That's basically the answer. That's basically the question. The higher the number, the more likely you are to pay the money back. The lower the number, the less likely you are to pay the money back. So you want to have a high number, all right? Pretty straightforward with you guys. I got a really high number. I am quote-unquote in the exceptional range of my credit card score. So, you can take me on my word for that if you want, or you don't have to. There we go. We beat it already, man. Nice. All right. So your credit score, though, is fairly important. How do you get a good credit score? Well, number one, you start building your credit as early as you possibly can, and number two, you pay back every single time anybody ever loans you any money, and you always pay, at the very least, the minimum payment. Never miss a payment, all right? The credit card company doesn't care if you pay the minimum payment as long as you pay the minimum payment. That sounded a little bit wrong. Basically, the credit card company doesn't care if you give the smallest amount of money as long as you do pay something, all right? So, as long as you pay that minimum payment, they will not be upset with the minimum payment. They will be upset if you pay less than minimum payment. And your credit score will be upset if you pay less than the minimum payment, all right? Just know that. So always pay at the very least the minimum payment. Anyways, all right. So far, I think I've been doing pretty good, hopefully. I've gotten you guys some information here, at least reasonably well. We're probably going to lose lives in this level, by the way. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, already lost lives. All right, so kind of understand that we're doing that. We got 20 rounds to go to, and we got ceramic balloons and stuff coming here. This is going to be trouble. This is going to be real trouble here, guys. I guess the next question is, like I said, when do you get a credit card? I think you should get a credit card right when you hit 18 years old, as long as you think you're going to be a good borrower. If you think that I can't be trusted with my monies, I think I'm going to spend too much money and think that credit cards are free money, well, then you should not get a credit card. All right? You should only get a credit card if you think you're going to pay the money back that you borrow. And to be honest, the way you should think about a credit card is as a money-making opportunity. You should literally never buy anything if you can't afford to buy it right then and there with cash if you wanted to, or with money in your bank account right then and there if you wanted to. Okay, we're going to get a ninja. Alright, let's do that. Pop him sort of in the middle here. I want him to be clean up for the most part, but he also just can pop things right from the get-go here as well. And I think a lot of people, the main issue they have with the credit cards is they somehow think that, you know, oh, I'm gonna get paid in 3 days or something like that. I'll get the money then and I'll pay it off. And then eventually something bad happens though. It goes on good for a really, really long time, and eventually they have something bad happen. Whether it's they lose their job, or they run into a medical emergency, or something where they just run into, you know, money issues or something like that. And that's where credit cards can be a good thing. They can actually save you when you're really, really struggling. But if you never get enough money to pay them back, or continue with the minimum payments to eventually pay them back completely, that's when people get in this really crazy debt crisis, and they just can never dig themselves out, and it's really, really sad, but it happens to a lot of people, man. So, if at all possible, you should never, ever, ever pay more than the money you already have in your bank account, if not, hopefully, way less than the money you have in your bank account through a credit card. My next thing on this is just correct way to use a credit card. Again, never ever spend more money than you have. Always pay back at the very least the minimum payment, but for sure pay back your statement balance. All right, if you pay back your statement balance, you literally pay 0% interest. Now, I kind of wanted to go into interest really quick because I think some people might be a little bit confused about what interest is or how interest actually works. In fact, I've noticed some people think that interest, if you say you have a 30%. Let's say 20%. You have a 20% interest rate. That means every single month you're paying 20% extra money in interest, and that is not true. You're not paying 20% monthly interest, you're paying 20% annual interest, which is actually way worse than it's not way worse. Not as bad as it sounds, but still can be really bad. For example, let's say you have $150 in credit card debt, and your minimum payment is $50. So you pay off the $50 and you owe $100 still. Now, they add in the interest that you owe, right? So they're like, oh, now you owe us interest on the money that you were borrowing. So let's say the interest rate is $20 or 20%. 20%. They'd say, okay, well, you owe us 20% of $100 extra per year, though. Per year, not per month. So really, it would be like $20 divided by 12, which is what, like $1.60 or something like that. So you'd pay like $1.60 in interest that month, not the full $20, all right? Now, interest rates can vary wildly, depending on what the heck you're buying. For example, if you're trying to get a loan on a car, car loans are usually some of the cheapest loans. Usually they can be, you know, less than 2% sometimes. Sometimes they're 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7, even more percent if you don't have good credit score, which is why it's important to have good credit score. But usually they can be, you know, right around 2 to 3%, hopefully, if you're doing something right. And the reason why they're so low, though, is because basically the bank knows that no matter what, they're going to get their money back, because you're going to pay back the money for the car until you hopefully pay it off, or you're not going to pay the money for the car, and the car acts as collateral the entire time, and they're going to steal your car or take your car back because you didn't pay for it, right? So the bank really isn't stealing your car. They're just taking what's theirs. You owe them money, and you're not paying it back, so the bank's going to take your car. I mean, it sucks, but that's just the way it is, man. Like, if you don't pay for something, you don't get to have it, sadly. And I don't mean to be a jerk here, but, you know, I think a lot of people think that banks are automatically evil, and I don't like banks either, right? I really don't. Big banks especially. Like, screw the big banks. But they're not automatically evil if they repo somebody's car or something like that. It's just, life sucks and life hits you hard sometimes. And, you know, you don't like the bank for it, but it's just the way it has to be, you know? So, you can get really, really low interest rates on cars. The next level up is usually like houses. You know, you can usually get an interest rate between like 3 and 5 or so, 3 to 5% or so, if your credit score is good. And again, it's the same thing. They're assuming that, oh, you will pay your house back eventually. If not, we're going to take your house. The thing is because mortgages are usually like 30 years, it's like, well, we don't know what's going to happen over those 30 years. What if you lose your job, or what if you both lose your job, or what if you die, or something like that. So then it gets a little bit wonky on like, well, you got to raise it up at least a little bit higher than that car loan because it's so long. All right, we're doing pretty good. We're actually going to go for those snipers now because I am afraid of those camo leads. I don't know if they're going to come, but at the very least I want one of these guys. Then I'm just going to spam the boomerangs, though. I think they're the best grouped popping power. Even if multiple ceramics come out, we can take them down here. Then the next level up, though, is usually something like credit cards. They're quite a bit higher, though. They're going to be something like 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%, somewhere in that general range. It obviously varies wildly based on your credit score and stuff. And so they're a little bit more scary, you know? Like, if you actually go into some credit card debt, like, the difference between 3% and 20% is a pretty gigantic difference. It's gonna really freaking suck there. And that's why credit cards can be very, very scary and kind of suck for some people if they ever do actually get in debt. So that's why you need to be very, very careful with credit cards. 100%. Be careful with them. Go into a large amount of debt, and it can be very hard to dig yourself out of them. And then the next level up beyond that, man, this is where it gets real bad, is when you get to the payday loans. Oh, God, please. I hope you never have to get a payday loan. I hope. All right. They're predatory. They're terrible. They're evil. I don't know what their interest rates are going to be, but I've heard of them being over 100%, if not all the way up to almost 1,000%, which is just absolutely asinine. All right, insane, ridiculous, and I hope that, like I said, you never ever have to deal with that. Because it's exponential growth, man. It's gonna hit you so hard. You're basically, if you don't pay it back within like the next few weeks or months, like, you're just screwed forever, basically. And that's where, that's why I say they're so predatory. It's not fun being screwed forever, man. Always being in debt. It's the poor tax, right? All right, so yeah, basically that's kind of how interest rates work. That's the kind of normal interest rates that you probably get on something. Again, it varies a little bit, but that's pretty reasonably standard, I'd suppose. I'm gonna go for a random spike factory here. Build another random sniper, and we're gonna go for a random heli pallet, maybe 2 heli pallets here. Just quad darts, and we'll just lock them in place here. I think we're gonna be okay. I'm not too afraid. Ooh, I do need the camo lead pop fire though. Gotta make sure we get that. So, all right. That's basically what I wanted to tell you guys about credit cards. Now, this may be a little bit sketchy, and honestly, if you're at all worried at all, do not even listen to me whatsoever, and don't do this. But we have a money-making opportunity, or at least a small money-making opportunity, for anybody who wants to get a credit card. All right? I just noticed that in my so I use my Discover card, and I actually want to talk about this really quick. Again, I hope you guys don't think I'm being completely sketchy or weird or anything. I promise you, I'm not trying to rip you off, all right? Let's see. But again, don't listen to anybody who says that. They could totally be trying to rip you off. So look at the comments to see if people think that I'm trying to rip you off. I'm not. But look it over. Look it over. It's good to look it over. All right. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm probably gonna. Oh my God, is this the chest already? Oh crap, dude, we're screwed. We're screwed. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know why I built the spike factory first. I might have to restart here. I'll be very careful. 23 rounds though, scary. We're gonna go for the 3rd tier ninja if possible. Maybe some Dartling gun action too. But anyways, I use my Discover card. So I've had my Discover card since I was literally 18. This is the credit card that I was telling you guys about that has the 1% cash back on literally everything, and then it has the 5% revolving cash back. I was talking about that earlier. You can Google the credit card if you want to. It's got pretty good reviews and everything. But honestly, I have a Discover card, I've got a Chase card, and I've got my Bank of America Visa card, and I love the Discover card. I use it for literally everything. I'm not even joking with you guys. Like, literally everything. There's barely ever a time where I don't use my Discover card to buy things. Unless for some reason I've got extra cash on me or something like that, I use my Discover card for everything. And like I said, this is the card that I've made literally thousands of dollars on. They've never complained, never done anything wrong on me, and I've never paid a single cent of interest to them. The way that it works, though, is all I do is I pay for everything with my credit card. And then at the end of that statement, I set it for automatic payments. It's awesome. I don't have to do anything. It just automatically takes the money out of my bank account. And then let's say I spent, you know, $500 that that month. So the way the credit cards work, by the way, is that you don't actually pay them at the end of that month. You actually pay them on the next month. So they kind of give you like a loan for free, like for a month. It's kind of how they work. It's kind of cool, actually. They give you that loan for free for 1 month, but then you got to pay it back. And I set it up for automatic payments. So literally, they just take the money out of my bank account. You know, I pay them exactly what I bought. So if I paid $1,000 the previous month, I'll pay that $1,000 that month, and then on everything that I bought. So if I bought $1,000 worth of stuff, I'll get my 1% cash back. Or in some cases, like during December, if I bought $1,000 worth of online merchandise, I would make 5% cash back, and I'd make $50 back automatically for free. It's pretty freaking sweet sometimes, man. I know that when I bought my computer, I got 5% cash back on the like $3,000 that my computer costs. I made like $150 just like that. It was pretty cool. Yeah, on top of that, the way the cashback is going to work is that you can buy it in gift cards, which is the way I normally do it. So my gift cards that I buy are quote-unquote worth $50, but they only cost $45 of your cashback bonus. All right? So what does that mean? Oh, I know, it's complicated, man. It just means that I use my $45 of cashback bonus to buy $50 worth of gift cards. So I literally made an extra another $5 right there for free. It's awesome, as long as you buy it in credit cards of something that Discover gives out. And it gives out quite a few different restaurants, you know, like Chipotle and Chili's and Red Lobster, and that's the ones I normally use, though they do a lot of random ones as well. And sometimes they even give better bonuses, like they'll give you $40. You'll spend $40 in cash back to get $50 gift card, things like that. Though usually the way I look at it is like the higher the number, usually it's like that's more of a rip-off company kind of thing. That's literally the way I look at it. I'm like, there's never, or almost never, a company that I would pay to get $40 for $50. Most companies, like 100 Flowers, man. Gosh darn it, don't ever do them. Buy them from the local flower shop, dude. Just do it, all right? Just call them up. Say you want to order something. They're going to be so much happier with you, all right? Trust me, I worked at a flower shop for about a decade, all right? So anyways, yes, this is the credit card that I literally use every single day, all the time. I'm not even joking with you guys. I would show you the credit card, but literally you would see my numbers, and I don't want that to happen. So, also, on top of that, the way Discover works, and I set up for automatic payments, so I never even have to touch it. I never even have to actually look at it unless I'm worried about my payment or if I'm going to have enough money in my bank. Only times I ever have to worry about it. But I really, really liked also, they had a spend analyzer on there. So the spend analyzer allows me to look at exactly what I spent my money on for the past 3 months, 6 months, year, or whatever. I can even go back several years and look back at what I bought on my things. And I'm like, oh crap, dude, I spent $2,000 this month or whatever. I'm like, what did I spend it on? Oh, I bought my computer. Like, oh, that makes sense. I was like, oh crap, like that was really freaking high there. Like, what was I doing that week? Or like sometimes it even shows me, I thought it was really cool. I'm like, oh, I spent too much money on food sometimes. So I got to look at what I spent money on at each different restaurant. And this little like spend analyzer and this little pie chart. It's just really freaking cool. So, what I saw though is in my email there was a hey, if you let anybody open up a Discover card, it's a share a friend thing. They will get $50 in cashback bonus, and you will get $50 in cashback bonus, up to a maximum of 10 people. So, if you guys are interested in a credit card and you do want to sign up for a credit card, and again, I don't know if you want to, feel free to think about it for a long period of time. I don't really care. But, and you don't even have to follow my link if you don't want to. If you feel like it's an unsafe link or something, feel free to sign up for the credit card using the link in the description below down there. And the way it's going to work is you're going to get $50 cashback bonus. I'm going to get $50 cashback bonus. You may also get some extra bonuses on top of that as well. I don't know the deets on that. I don't think I've ever said deets my entire life, but I don't know the details on that. I know when Amanda opened up her credit card, she got double the cashback bonus for the entire first year. That may be the case, though I can't promise it. Now, if you're wondering, should I get a different credit card? That's completely fine, too. You should actually look into a credit card that's the best for you. There's a lot of credit cards out there, all right? There's some credit cards that give automatic 1.5% cash back on everything. There's even some credit cards that give 2% cash back on some things, or if not everything. Some of those have annual fees and stuff like that, which, by the way, this credit card has $0 annual fee. You don't have to pay anything to own the credit card at all. That's why I like it. It's just, it is what it is. It's an automatic 1% cash back, but then the revolving 5% cash back, if you use it really well or use it properly, you can make pretty good bank on that thing. But yeah, look into the credit card that's best for you. If you guys do end up liking the Discover card, if I've talked you into it somehow, I'm not getting paid by Discover, by the way. This is not it. This is not actually. So technically I could be, if you guys decide to go with Discover. This is my own doing it for free, I guess, for Discover. I gave them free advertising here. But it's because I really do like them. I've refused quite a few people and quite a few games that want me to do advertisements for them. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Here we go. Struggle bussing, but we do it. Yeah, nice, Chris, nice. Now we still gotta fight a Moab here though. This is gonna be crazy, dude. I don't know what we're gonna get. Heli pallets or Dartling guns or what? I don't know. It's gonna be crazy though. But yeah, follow the link in the description below. Basically, you do have to sign up for it. You do have to be 18 years old. You do have to want a credit card as well. That's pretty important, I guess. And that's about it. If you have any questions, I'm sure the people in the comments below will help. If not, I'll try and help you guys out as well. It is only a maximum of 10 people. I don't know if we're going to get 2 people or 20 people. I really have no idea, but that's what my link will allow. So if it for some reason doesn't work for you, I don't know, we might have hit the 10 people already or something. I really don't know. I've never done this before, all right? Yeah, I don't know. I feel a little awkward now. I feel like I'm ripping you guys off, but I'm not. Oh, here we go. Moab class balloon. Woo! Taking them down. Nice. So we're going to go for those, let's go for them Dartling guns. Go 1, 2, 3. Powerful dots here. Only got 3 rounds left, man. We can handle this. We can do it. We can push ourselves to the limit. Ooh, we should have been using heli. Oh, no. No! Bloons Monkey City, this is the second time you've crashed on me. You suck. You suck, Bloons Monkey City. I hate you. I hate you, Bloons Monkey City. I hate you with a frickin' passion, man. No. I was about to unlock the frickin' chat. What the heck? Bloons Monkey City, what are you doing to me, man? I'm not clicking on your stupid farms. Alright, well, we're gonna do it again. Sad as that is. I'm gonna try and do it a little bit more efficiently here. I need... Oh, gosh. Here we go. Phonic. Boom, boom. It's actually not a terrible spot here. But... he's not super duper... Yeah, I already lost lives. Alright, so I'm not doing no lives lost here or anything like that. That's not happening. Bloons Monkey City, I hate you. Why do you crash on me? Ooh, we could have used road spikes, too. Why do you crash on me, though, dude? Come on. I've been so nice to you. I've been so good to you, Bloons Monkey City, and this is how you pay me back. Now, I am playing, if you guys don't know, I'm playing on the Windows 10 Store version, which I don't know if it hasn't been updated recently, or it just sucks, or what the deal is. But this is one of the first times I'm playing on this thing. I played my first video on Bloons Monkey City Windows 10. This is my second video, Bloons Monkey City Windows 10. Now another thing about credit cards, though, sometimes you might want to look for introductory cashback bonuses as well. Now, $50, this might seem like a lot to you guys. There might be better ones out there that give you more. I don't really know. I haven't really been looking into. I haven't been looking into them or anything like that. So I do know that at some point, or actually not at some point, I've gotten, oh my god, a freaking billion. So I have a Bank of America like regular card. They want me to get a credit card, and they've sent me a freaking billion different letters in the mail saying, Chris, get our credit promise you'll love the credit card. It's amazing in every shape, way, and form. You can do it, Chris. You can buy our credit card. It was like, we'll give you $250. We'll give you this and that and this and that. You get cashback bonuses and blah, 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 blah. I just like, I don't care. I don't want your stupid credit card. I like my Discover card. So I refused. Oh, God. I just throw them all out. I don't know. It's like, when are they going to give up? Seriously, I thought a bunch of times that they've given up. They just stop for like a month or something like that. Then they'll give me like 3 in like 2 weeks. I'm like, what are you doing to me, man? Like, I've already, like, and then they've given me ads on Facebook and stuff for these things. I'm just like, dude, they really freaking want me for some reason. I don't know why, though. Am I really that much of a hot commodity? The Super John Bombo? They must want the Super John Bombo real bad. It's like I was playing, League with Amanda earlier today, and I was playing as Nocturne. Now, if you guys haven't played League or League of Legends, it's a pretty fun game. It's a 5v5 game, but it's a team game too. So what happened though was that I was dominating pretty hard. I was like 5-0 at one point. Then they started teaming up on me and beating me pretty hard. Eventually I ended up like 7-6 or something like that. Like, I wasn't doing that good anymore. But they just really didn't like me. And their entire team would come and just try and kill me, like in the corner of the map, while the rest of my team was just sort of doing things like killing turrets or getting dragons and stuff like that. But they just really wanted to kill me. So I ended up dying a bunch of times, and my score looked really, really bad. But like, I was helping out the team by sacrificing myself and just keeping them busy and off my team's back from objectives. So I was pretty happy with that, man. I was like, you know, I will sacrifice myself for the good of the team. I'm down for it any day of the week. So I just did that. I just kept running around in their jungle and stuff like that, and just kept dodging stuff. It was pretty sweet. So here we go. We got our camo lead popping power here now. We're not worried about that. We still need some camo detection, though. Look at that, though. We might actually lose only those 4 lives the entire time here. If we're doing okay. If we're doing okay here. But yeah, feel free to check it out, look into it a little bit. I will say that you definitely want to read the little, like, the little information thing about the credit card before you actually buy it. The main thing you want to look at is the APR, or how much the interest rate would be, basically. Again, if you do it properly, you don't even need to know the interest rate. You should just never have to pay it. But of course, you should look at it anyways. If you're getting anything that's over 20-something, 25%, like, you're definitely getting ripped off, dude. I have really good credit, and I know I get a lot of credit card companies trying to get me for above 20%. Some of them do, you know, I think normal, I don't know what completely normal is. If I had to guess, I would guess something in the range of like 18% or so. 17% seems pretty reasonable for a credit card. Though I would say most people who are getting their first credit card will probably have to pay more than that, I would think. This does not, by the way, this introductory rate does not have to be your first credit card, or this Discover thing does not have to be your first credit card, but it does have to be your first Discover card, I believe. Again, I'm new to this, I'm not really, I don't know. I just felt like, hey, if we can both make money off of this, man, why the heck not, dude? Free money. I'll take some free monies. It's a way you can support my channel, and hopefully feel good about yourself. Get your credit score going. Get it flowing. Yeah, I don't really have any more information about that. I think I'm just done talking about credit cards for now. I already told you guys that. Never mind. I'm done. I'm tired. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's actually 3:46 in the morning. Should have been in bed about 3 hours ago, but I'm not. Not at all. Alright, we're going to go for the Spike Factory. We only got one of them, though. We'll just put it here. I think that's fine. We'll go for the biggest stacks and the faster production. And then, I don't know. What are you guys thinking here? Dirtling guns, heli pallets, just more boomerangs. Honestly, I gotta say, I really like the boomerangs. I don't think there's an easy way to do better than boomerangs for just overall popping power. Especially because we don't have to deal with MOABs until around 20 plus, basically. Like, if we had to deal with MOABs in around 6, well, 1 boomerang's not going to cut it. But 7 boomerangs will be able to cut it. They'll cut the cheese so hard. I mean, cut the Bloons in half so hard. Ooh, in other news, today was the first day that I ever went to Home Run Inn Pizza. Now, I've tried Home Run Inn pizzas from the grocery store where you, like, you know, buy it, freeze it, and put it in the oven. I've never had a fresh home run in pizza. Now, I've liked the frozen home run in pizzas. I thought they were pretty good. I enjoyed them. I didn't think they were, like, unbelievably delicious or anything like that. In fact, the reason why I actually stopped buying them is because they were so bad for you. Like, when I looked at the back of the thing, I was like, ooh, one slice, ooh, 30% saturated fat, ooh, I eat like 6 of them, oh god, alright. So yeah, they're really, really bad for you, or at least they used to be back when I used to eat them fairly regularly at my grandma's house. She used to give us these, like, personal pizzas that we used to make. They were delicious, though, I gotta say. They were really, really good. And back then, I didn't care about what kind of calories or fat or anything was in anything. I just didn't care, man. If it was delicious, it was delicious. It's the way I rolled for a long time in my life. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3 dartling guns already. Of course, you need the powerful darts in here. You don't have powerful darts, you're being a noob cake. Please don't crash on me, Bloons Monkey City. Please, 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 please. Last time I built a heli pallet, it crashed on me. So of course I do it again. Gotta test my luck here. How many can we build? Quad darts it. Let's go for the third. Oh, we survived it, man. We survived the 3 heli pallet build in here. One more round to go. Oh, 2 Moabs. We went to Home Run and Pizza, and it was okay. Nothing special. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna go back. It was okay pizza. Best way I could put it. I feel like deep dish pizza is way better. Deep dish, you gotta have more cheese, man. I felt like the interesting thing here is I liked the frozen pizzas, and I liked this pizza, but I feel like the fresh pizza wasn't much better than the frozen pizza, which is kind of wild, you know. So here we go. We get a banana replicator, which allows one of our banana farms to make $150 extra when we gather it. So one of these guys is gonna make $650. All the rest are gonna make $500. So we're actually almost up to 20K already. We might get a farm tonight, baby. We might get a farm tonight. It's exciting stuff, man. Plus, we're almost up to that 50 monkey knowledge pack unboxing we're gonna do eventually. Kind of excited for that too. Maybe we'll do some monkey teams on a no lead tile real quick. Any? Oh god, we might not have any of those. They've all got leads. No. Well, this is terrible. Alright, looks like we can't do it, guys. That's alright. I wanted to do a monkey teams, but it's not looking good. Yep, every single closest tile here. Oh, we found one! The last one of the day. We're going to monkey team this up. Ninjas, dart monkeys, real quick here, man. What do we got, 7 rounds or something? 10 rounds? What do we got here? Garbage rounds. That's all we got. Boom. 12 rounds. We can do that. No problem here. Sneaking shurikens and all that good stuffs. We don't have to worry about leads. So it's just ninjas and dart monkeys. That's it. Build both of them up to 3rd tier. And we're set to put it on non-stop mode, and we're good. Now, I made way too long a Bloons Monkey City video, guys. Holy crap. 40 minutes. Again, if you're interested in a credit card, and you want to at the very least look into it, click the little link below. And you can find out more information and decide if it's for you. And hopefully, you can use it well, use it right, and you will benefit from that credit card. I know that the main reason why I use my credit cards and I pay them off every single month is because I eventually want to buy a house. I don't know when it's going to happen. Right now, I don't have enough money for it. But I eventually want to buy a house. And to get a house, you have to get a mortgage. And to get a mortgage, you have to have a good credit score. So I'm glad that I have a pretty good credit score right now. Hopefully I can get a pretty good interest rate. But you don't realize like the difference between like a 3% interest rate and a 4% interest rate by the end of your loan is several thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. Like that 1% means a lot, all right? So it is important, all right? I know, for example, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about this, but Amanda has student loans, and her interest rates were pretty bad on our standard student loans, so she ended up getting them refinanced, and she got them refinanced at like a 1% interest rate lower, and she was going to save several $1,000s just like that in like a couple of years. It's like, dude, like, you don't realize like how much that can change, how much you're gonna pay in the end. All right, here we go. We're gonna go for a triple dart monkey with extra camo detection in here. Why the heck not? But that was the monkey teams. We got ninjas and dart monkeys for sure, and then you can use farms and villages and crap if you really want. Oh, they actually show you now. Or did they change it recently? What? What? I'm a little confused now. No. I just spent all this time trying to get to a no lead level, and now I think the monkey teams are different. Is that what that means? I think that's what that means. Oh crap. Oh crap, did it change here? I'm a little bit upset, but hey, we'll at least finish off the tile here and check it out. See what's going on up in here. One more round to go. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of stupid. Because I wanted a monkey knowledge pack. I want a 50 monkey knowledge pack, you know? I want to do that pretty soon in here. The banana replicator is not that bad of a thing to get, though. 150 bucks extra every time we come on from now on. I mean, not even when we come on, but every single time our banks are filled. Like, that's going to matter quite a bit. Though the 20 grand to get up to the next level is really going to be the big one for us, you know? Doubling it. Okay. We get 100, 352, and we get a, well, okay, we got a monkey knowledge pack. Oh, it started an hour ago, man. 45 minutes. What was I doing? I must have looked at it right before I started this video or something. Attack shooters, spike factories, monkey engineers. I don't even have the engineers unlocked, so suck my balls on those monkey teams right there. That sucks. Alright, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you press that like button for me. If you don't like the video, well, I don't know. Do whatever you want. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.